This 26 Sports high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
(15-9) our score after one quarter of play here at Cadillac High School. Jay Simon alongside Kevin Gregory with you, and the hardest working crew in television. Eric Wotilla, the boss man, in the truck. Wyatt Van Dynen, Rain Johnson-Hill, and Dakota Pike manning the cameras. Bringing you high-definition boys basketball here on My News 26. Thanks to Pac Mail, Dynamic Physical Therapy, Trend Designers, High Point Cadillac GMC, and Cadillac Casting Incorporated for their support of high school sports here on My News 26. And thanks to Pizza Plus for keeping that crew fed. Just underway here in the second quarter. Spartans with a 15-9 lead here on the road. Ethan Baker for Barczewski. The Spartans very aggressive right now defensively, and this is what Coach Jensen told us. Baker driving baseline, I think maybe expected Barczewski to stay outside the three-point line, but I'm not sure that pass was going to get caught by anybody.
Yeah, Mason County switched to a 2-3 zone that time, and you hear Coach Jensen imploring them, as soon as that ball goes into the corner on the wing, trap, trap, trap. He wants that bottom guy on the box in the bottom of the 2-3 to come out and trap with the wing guy. See how that plays out.
Here's Ty Snegowski. Over to Carrier in the corner. Picks up his dribble, wants to get to Mount. McTaggart fronting him and not allowing them to get it in there. Lang. Back iron on the floater. Chased down, though, by Mount. Jacob Edwards, a 6'4" sophomore, on the floor right now for the Spartans. Snegowski with the jump stop. Out to Carrier. And they're going to say Carrier traveled. Well, those shoes are allowed, but they don't allow you to hold the pivot foot when you lose the handle.
Better take them back.
6:50 to go here in the second quarter. Can't disagree. Baker will bring it over the timeline. Gavin Daniels in the game for the Vikings, along with Barczewski, McTaggart, Cooper Benson, and Ethan Baker. There's that 2-3. Baker around for McTaggart, who can definitely shoot it from outside. He's looking for an opening. Barczewski to Benson, to Baker. Vikings showing good patience here. And there's a turnover. A little quick on the pass from Barczewski to Benson. Benson can't handle it. Crago will come back in as Gavin Daniels gave him a couple of minutes rest.
Well, it's a smart move for Mason County. Cadillac's not known to put up a bunch of numbers and hit 9 or 10, 11 three-pointers a game. So you go to an aggressive 2-3 zone, try and make him do a bunch of ball reversals and hopefully put up a bad shot or get a turnover.
Ethan Baker with the takeaway, and now we'll get a jump ball. Well, I tell you, I have not seen in 7 years of calling high school basketball too many on-ball defenders better than Ethan Baker.
Listen, I'm a basketball player. I'm a point guard. I love dribbling against people. I don't want that kid guarding me. I don't want any part of that kid guarding me. Maybe that's age and whatever. I don't want him guarding me.
Still 15-9, 5:45 to go as Carrier drives baseline. Too strong. But Lang with the weak side rebound. Lang will step out for three and drain it. Mitch Lang with his second three-pointer of the game pushes it to a 9-point Spartan lead with 5.5 to go here in the second.
It's the second offensive rebound that he dribbles out to the corner and fires away.
McTaggart to Crago. And Crago's going to get the reach-in foul. Looks like they'll probably get Ty Snegowski. They will. Sophomore. His first, team fourth, both teams with 4 team fouls. Keegan Brooks with a quick three from the corner, no good. McTaggart with the weak side rebound and saves it. Baker trying to get it back to Barczewski, who wasn't looking at him. Barczewski driving baseline, can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line for a couple.
It's good patience by Cadillac, good ball reversal, nice aggressive attack.
Well, the Cadillac Vikings riding a 5-year run of 5 straight regional championships, 5 straight quarterfinal or better appearances, 3 straight state semifinal appearances.
It's an impressive run. Run.
As we mentioned in the pregame, in 2012, 13, and 14, the Spartans were one of the victims on the way to those quarterfinal or better appearances, twice in district finals and once in a regional final in 2014.
Well, Cadillac's gonna be a staple defensive team. That's what they do. But you kind of get the feeling that they might lack maybe just a little bit of firepower that they've had the last few years, and it's evident in the zone that Mason County's playing. Cadillac's getting great ball reversals, and they have open looks. They're just not taking them.
Mount attacking the rim. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound, though, by the Spartans as Jacob Edwards slithers in. And we're going to get a Viking timeout. And I can tell you right now, without reading lips or hearing a single thing, head coach Ryan Benzenberg right now talking about the lack of boxing out from the Vikings, as on that possession alone, the Spartans had 4 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's something that Coach Jensen touched on talking with us before the game. He's got a very aggressive team. And I asked him how. I said, is it aggressive in the passing lanes, aggressive with pressing, what is it? And he mentioned that they attack the glass, and they've gotten into some foul trouble doing so. But today, they're not having to go over anybody's backs right now. And so you have an aggressive offensive rebounding team with a ton of 6'3", 6'4s, athletic across the board. You got to get your behind on somebody and put a body on them.
20-9 our score, 4:40 to go here in the second quarter. Coach Benzenberg makes his point in that 30-second timeout.
Those are the most fun offensive rebounds to go get when you got a clean line on the ball and no one in your way. And I would do exactly what Lang's doing, dribble out, shoot a 3.
I was going to say, I thought you'd tip dunk it.
No.
Not anymore.
No, not ever.
There's a quick, long jumper from McTaggart in and out. Vinny Genema with the strong board.
Good battle by Genema.
Baker into the corner for McTaggart. Thought about it.
That's the one. Baker just had an open shot, and he passed it to Taggart in the corner who had a guy on him. Got to fire away and pull him out of this zone. And by the way, I fully understand that's not what Ethan Baker does. His role is to get some steals and run the offense, but sometimes the point guard's got to put a few up to make it easier on Quinn right there on the block.
Crago to Genema, out to Brooks. Here's Baker, wide open 3. Good!
He was listening to me. But with that shot right there, that shot makes Mason County keep an eye on him, know that he's capable, and it's going to extend that zone a little bit and hopefully open it up for the big men inside.
First bucket of the quarter for the Vikings with 3.5 to go as Mount attacks the rim. Boy, that kid's got some springs.
Yes, he does. He attacks hard. He went over Quinn. Good defense by Quinn. Straight vertical. Mount just went over him.
Might as well have not even been there as far as Mount was concerned. Oh, and Baker puts a shoulder, and he's going to draw the foul. Ethan Baker is very good at drawing contact. That one, from our perspective, looked like it might have been offensive, but the defender not set. Ethan doing a nice job to draw attention. Are you mildly surprised, though? He gets that ball in the corner, ready to shoot, a lot of room, just knocked one down. You got a heat check, don't you?
I was just going to say, I mean, that's the one that if he can knock that down and start doing that consistently, that puts Cadillac from a 53-point scoring team maybe into the mid-60s. But if Cadillac's around 60-plus, they're going to have a very good chance of winning their games with the kind of defense that they play.
Well, you look at Ethan, and you look at his stats, and he's not a strong three-point shooter, and so that's fairly clear, fairly plain, as Benson nearly pulls that rebound away. Baker makes 1 of 2, 22-13, 3:05 to go. And there's a steal by Baker. Doing what Baker does, all the way past, lays it up and in. Boy, oh boy, that's a tough layup.
Baker doing what Baker does. You called it. There he is again. He just gets his hand on everything. That's what he does, and he's going to finish strong. It's fun to watch.
Full speed. How does he get that on the glass and get that to go in? And now we got an offensive foul as Baker harassing Travis Tyndall to the point that Tyndall throws the off arm. And now we got a charge.
He's ball hawking. He's ball hawking and getting a good rest right now. But, yeah, it's a good point. You're going full tilt And to have the touch and the finesse to lay it up off the glass and not have it jack out to half court, that's a great finish. It's hard to do. It's very hard to do.
Those are my layups. You laugh because you've seen them. 22-15, 2:35 to go in the first half. Vikings getting back in this one. Keegan Brooks front irons the 3-ball. Mount with the rebound. On the other end, laid up and in by Travis Tyndall. 2:15 to go here in the first half. Barczewski finds Vinny Genemu, completely left alone on the block.
It's a great find by Barczewski. Dribbled to the top of the key, got a double team. Vinny's man left him. Great find.
7-point lead for the Spartans. Blazic looking for Mount down low, and we're going to get a foul on Benson. Cooper Benson giving up a few inches to Blazic, and just got trapped behind him there. Not a whole lot he could do.
Yeah, it was great. Actually, it was really good recognition by Blazic right there. He's got the ball on the wing here. Tells Asiala, hey, get out of here. Go into the corner. I got my mismatch that I want down low. And why wouldn't you throw it to Mount with the way he's finishing at the rim?
Minute 47 to go here in the first half. Carrier will throw it deep for Tyndall. Travis Tyndall. Carrier looking for Mount, battling against Daniels. Inside for Blazic against Crago, who does a nice job of holding his ground, getting an arm up, and we're going to get an offensive foul on the Spartans. It'll go the other way.
Yep, that was a great defensive set. Great switching out on top, and when Mason County is trying to set those baseline screens to get a guy open on the block, Quinn does a nice job avoiding that.
Well, and it's kind of the blessing of the curse of Quinn Crago's inability to really leap. He's not a strong jumper per se, but he's a big 6'6". He is a solid-based, big 6'6". And because he's not a leaper, he's not enticed to go after shots like that, and instead just get an arm up and get in the way.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all it takes.
One-on-one situation for Keegan Brooks is off the mark. So it remains a 7-point Spartan lead. Mitch Lang throws it up off the glass and gets it to go. Wow. Mitch Lang with the hoop and the harm. Honestly thought they were going to get him for a travel as he got bumped, and I thought he was taking the extra step, but he somehow got that off the glass.
Barczewski reaching in out towards half court. Thought he had a steal, so he went to the right of Lang, thinking he was going to get a breakaway layup, and that allowed Lang to get past him and broke down the defense with a sweet finish.
Lang can't convert the three-point play. Crago comes up with the rebound. Minute 15 to go here in the first half. Vinny Genema will take the open three. No good. Gets his own rebound, however. Brooks, topside for Crago. Into the corner to Genema. Daniels, down low for Crago. Double teamed. Splits the double team. Gets it off the glass. Won't go, but he will draw the foul with 55 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the Vikings trying to get this, keep this in single digits and maybe narrow the gap heading into halftime, in a half that really hasn't gone all that well for them for the most part. I think they'd be pretty happy right now to be this close.
Yeah, just 55 seconds to go, down 9. If you can cut it to 7 here and stay within striking distance, it's definitely something you want to do. That's a great catch by Quinn on the block on that possession. Entry pass from top of the key. There's two guys on him on both hips. He's able to secure it, power dribble, somehow doesn't get taken from him, and be able to get to the free throw line. It's a good job.
Quinn with a couple of nice looking freebies. Also getting his deep knee bend exercises in on his free throws.
A little squatting.
26-19 Spartans, 52 seconds to go here in the first half. Mitch Lang over the timeline. Blazic surveying. The near steal by Barczewski as they double teamed it. figured where Blodsky would go, and Barczewski taking the chance. Can't run it down. That will send Lang to the line for a 1-1.
So they bring in Baker here for this last 43. Here's what I want to watch in the second half. Here's what I'm seeing. Lang, great scorer, okay? Got 2 threes already in this game, a couple of offensive rebounds. I think one of the things he might be maybe not in his arsenal is point guard skills by way of ball handling. You put Ethan Hawke up on him, ball hawking the way he does, maybe he doesn't get those shots off.
Is that what we're going with now? We're going to call him Ethan Hawke instead of Ethan Baker?
Ethan Ball Hawk, is that what I said?
You said Ethan Hawke, which
I
think there's an actor by the name of Ethan Hawke, is there not?
I don't know that, but
yeah.
Ball Hawk is what I was getting at, but Ethan Baker, yes.
Lang buries them both. It's a 28-19 Spartan lead. 35 ticks to go as Ethan Baker, no doubt, looking for the final shot here. .25 ticks as
easy.
Crago and Blazik battling for position. Blazik trying to get lower. Crago trying to establish position. You can see Mount paying attention to him in that corner, though, as well. 10 seconds. Baker will make a move. Kick out. Genema, 3-ball. Short. And we're going to get a foul on Crago pushing Blazik out of the way on the rebound attempt.
Well, I'd have bet my house one of those two were getting a foul on that possession.
Yeah. Wasn't much
Doing
doubt
some
about
battling.
that.
Doing some battling.
And Blazik will go to the line for a 1-1, just the 9th foul on the Vikings, and it's the first on Quinn Crago, which is good news for Viking fans. Blazik misses the attempt. Daniels to Crago, to Baker, who needed to put that up as he went over for Barczewski, and that was not going to count. And that is how the first half will come to an end here in Cadillac. 28-19, the Mason County Central Spartans lead the host Vikings. Non-conference basketball action here on My News 26 Sports. Again, our thanks to Pac Mail, Dynamic Physical Therapy, Trend Designers, High Point Cadillac GMC, and Cadillac Casting Incorporated for their support of this broadcast, and Pizza Plus for keeping the crew well fed. We will be back in a moment with some first half thoughts and statistics right after this.